welcome to Let's Play Gran Turismo 2, episode 80. Okay, so our first and only event at Chevrolet is done. Now we are going to head over to Dodge, and in order for me to do that, well, instead of me buying the Viper RT10, I'm just going to use my Viper GTS because, well, I need the storage for my garage, and so officially I'm now back in my Dodge Viper GTS, and officially we are now going to head back to South City. And since there are no events available at Plymouth, Shelby or Vector, we're just going to head over to Dodge. And just going to check to see what tuning this thing has on it. Oh, okay, it just has the racing chip. Well, just because I'm going to be cautious, I'll put on the port grinding just in case, even though I probably will not need it, and well, just because I want to be cautious, I'll give myself the fully customizable gearbox just in case we end up racing at test course. But anyways, we have two events at Dodge. We have the Viper Festival of Speed, and we also have the Neon Trophy. And well, officially, I'm going to head up to the top event, which is obviously the first event, and we are going to head over to our first race of the Viper Festival of Speed. Single model race, Viper only. Also, furthermore, I've noticed in that picture there is a Dodge Viper GTSR. And oh, okay, we're racing at Apricot Hill, so I do not need the transmission to help me secure victory, which is basically the strat I would probably use if I was racing at test course, but fortunately in this instance, I am not. Already I am just moving up, as I am already up into the lead, as once again we are at Apricot Hill Reverse, which is very cool. No, as for the thumbnail, well, I'll probably save the thumbnail of the racing modded event, probably because most of these Dodges are basically racing in red, and well, effectively overall, it's also because, well, I dare to be different, so you know. Also, furthermore, there is a city in front of us, which is very cool. Now we are heading into the S-curves. Before this sharp left-hand turn, and now heading of course into the final hairpin. Keeping everything relatively smooth at the moment. No needs to push at this point because, well, I have a relatively sleazy distance to this AI at the moment. I don't need to push, I just need to hold on to the lead and hope I do not get fucked, which is basically my only real constitution. Towards this event. So heading through this hairpin turn, keeping everything relatively tight. And also furthermore, because I know the Viper GTSR does not appear in either of these races, effectively there is no point in me officially buying another Dodge Viper. And well, the reason for that is because, well, I need a storage space for East City, which is probably going to be my primary concern, methinks. Methinks that will be the primary concern. But it's just me. Well, anyways. I run a taper uphill. Reverse. So 2 Viper GTSs on the podium and also 1 RT10. Won that race in the end by 8/10, and gap from 1st to 6th in the end, only just under 3.4 seconds. Which is okay, but obviously, because most of these snacks were in red, obviously I'm not going to save the replay, because I dare to be different. As I'm just blinking, but anyways. Our first race is done, now we need to do the tuning for our second race. Also furthermore, I'm fairly certain those are Vipers. I see before me a gang of snacks. And well, obviously gonna put on all 3 stages of weight reduction. And also putting on the racing mod. Well, this thing looks okay in red, but well, just because I dare to be different, I'm gonna recustomize this thing and get it in blue. Because this thing actually does look slightly better in blue. And well, just because I have a feeling there's going to be more than 500, obviously. I'm putting on the stage 1 tuning engine, because I may need that. And well, as for the rims, well, I'm going to keep those. I'm going to keep those, just because I want to. And now we can head over to our second race, in the Viper Festival of Speed. Where hopefully, if I am fortunate, I can probably win quite easily, but we shall wait and see. And we are going to Rome, so I know for sure I do not need my fully customizable transmission. Let's head to the full course of Rome, but whether it is the forward course or the reversed course, that remains to be seen. But I think I've done everything I need to do. Everything more or less the way I would have expected it to be, and most of these Vipers are in red. So not really much different from the first race, except from saying obviously this car has a lot more control now. Or at least I think it does. And well, I'm now already up into the lead. So 4 Dodge Viper RT10s and only 2 Dodge Viper GTSs. Or effectively, just to simplify it, 2 models of the Dodge Viper GTS and 4 models of the RT10 are basically in this race. And I'm leading in Rome, which I don't think is a circuit I've actually raced on in the one makes yet, although that could be very wrong because, well, I don't think I've actually raced on the full course of Rome essentially going forward in the one makes. I've definitely raced on the reverse course, but not the normal course. At least I don't think that's the way it is, but still, this thing has got a lot more balance now since it has the racing mod on. I'm not gonna lie. This thing is actually staying under control. As in, like, it's basically just handling the way I want it to. Whilst my fellow GTS is trying to progress himself up the order. And the reason why I chose my Viper is, well, because I need the storage space. So effectively that is what I am doing. Also because effectively I do have this car in my garage, so you know. But anyways. Well, it's going to be a drag race up to the finish, methinks. But at the moment everything appears to be okay. I'm more or less holding on to the lead, and it looks like my fellow Viper is out of contention. But whatever. Point is, it is another clean sweep in the one makes. And where did my fellow Viper eventually finish? Oh, he finished 5th. But still, that was a close race, because it was about just under 5/10. In other words, half a second from 2nd to 6th. So that was a close race. And as we said, whilst I won by a second, and overall gap from 1st to 6th, just under 1.6 seconds. But anyways, that is done, and now we can collect our winnings. And obviously, as per usual, because there are only 2 races for each of these one makes, obviously, I'm basically just doing one of them and then, you know, just pretty much doing everything else for the second race, but anyways. Now I just need to get rid of another one because, well, I've already got the clickbait I need for a suitable thumbnail, and so there we go. The Viper Festival of Speed is now complete. So next up is officially the Neon Trophy, and that is a car I will obviously have to purchase, but anyways. The Viper Festival of Speed is now complete, and we now have 201 race wins, one more win than Richard Petty, and my average win ratio is steadily climbing back up, and also furthermore, we are just under 75% complete with this game. 74.88% to be exact. So, the Viper Festival of Speed is now complete. Next up is the Neon Trophy. Stay tuned for more GT2.